Steve and Manuela took what PowerCat has learned from hundreds of customers and turned it into a template where your makers can gather, learn, and celebrate success. They show how you can use this to jumpstart your organization's community and make it a living part of your journey. Welcome to PowerCat Live. My name is Phil Topness from the PowerCat team, and today I'm here with two of my fellow cats, Steve and Manuela. Hey, you guys.
Hey, Phil. Hey, Manuela.
Hello.
Steve, can you act a little happier?
I am happy.
Let's try it again. Today, I'm welcoming back two of my fellow PowerCats, Steve and Manuela. Hey, you guys.
Hey, Phil.
Hello,
hey, Manuela.
So you have brought with you today a new piece of adoption content, the Power Platform Communication Site Template. It's a mouthful. What does it do?
It's a SharePoint site template that you can deploy to your intranet to share best practices, success stories, kind of rules of engagement with the Power Platform, with your maker and end user community.
That's important information. Can you show us what it looks like?
Yeah, of course. So after you deploy it, you end up with a site template. It comes with content of how we think about an environment strategy and important information about kind of the purpose of environments and how to use them that we think you should share with your makers. And it then contains like placeholders, for example, here, where you would update that with your own process of how makers would get access to custom environments, etc. Obviously, upskilling and learning is a big element for your makers as they embark on their Power Platform journeys. So we've provided here some templateized content to help get started. These all link to Microsoft Learn learning paths. If you're hosting internal training events, you can add a link here for people to kind of register. Part of the template is also if you, like sharing success stories and sharing champions of the week or the month, kind of just to give you ideas of what you could be doing to accelerate your Power Platform adoption. It actually comes up with kind of inbuilt templates that we've created for you to announce a hackathon, how you should be talking about a success story in your organization, how you should be talking about a champion, etc. So a starting point for celebrating the success that your makers have with Power Platform.
So how did this idea come about? How did this come to be?
Yeah, with every customer that we work with, we saw that they established like an internal wiki or intranet site where they shared this type of content with their maker community. So from all the customers that we've worked with, we took kind of the learnings and we identified what like frequently shared on those sites and what the use cases are. And we just bundled it up into this template to provide new customers with a starting point if you don't have an intranet page yet. But even if you do have one, I think there's a lot of valuable content in there that you might want to kind of copy across to your existing site if you already have one.
So Steve, once I install this then, it sounds like there's a lot of information I need to keep adding. Once I've got it set up, what do I need to do to kind of keep this going?
You will need to make changes, especially around the governance content, because that's something that's going to be unique to your organization. Go out and find your champions, get in touch with them and use the templates that we've given you to build up their stories and celebrate their successes.
How do I find those champions? How do I find the pockets of success in my organization?
There's a number of options. You could look at Make a Match. That's a really good one. Or if you're using the CoE starter kit, take a look at the dashboard and that. Yeah. That's going to definitely show you, the people that are most active in your organization.
And then once I've got it established, how do I make sure people can find it and this can really be a central place for everyone?
So for that, you've got a few options. So one part of the template is actually that it sets the governance message. So if a maker encounters an error, for example, due to data policies or billing policies, they would be pointed to that site. A more proactive way is using the welcome message that's part of managed environments. So if a maker kind of opens the environment, they get a custom welcome message, including a link to the SharePoint site is a really great option to raise awareness from the start. And then if you're using the CoE starter kit, there's a welcome email that's part of that. And you can also include the link to the SharePoint site in that welcome email. They get that email, they get pointed to the SharePoint site, and they immediately know that they're not on their own. They're not operating in a silo. They're not the only maker in the company. They feel embraced.
That really is a nice idea, right? You just maybe discover Power Platform on your own, and what a nice way to know that you're not alone and there's other people that are doing it and succeeding in your company. So Steve, I'm sure that this isn't done. This is also living as it evolves. What's coming next?
It is. It's living from our side too. So we're currently working on some content for Power Pages, but also we're listening to feedback. So if you can give us feedback, then that will help us shape the content as we move forward.
And we've got the link to where to download this and your GitHub link for providing feedback down in the description. Can people leave comments as well if they've got information or news on how they're using it?
Yeah, absolutely. Anything like feature asks, issues, questions that you have about the hub.
Thanks so much for sharing this, you guys.
Thank you for having us.
Phil.
Thanks for watching.